Welcome to NBA Weekly with your host, Dtlf.
What up, fam? It's your boy Dtlf back with another episode of NBA Weekly, man, where we're going to talk Lakers, we're going to talk NBA, over the hedge, and so much more, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned till the end for that over the hedge segment that everybody loves. What's up, KD? Good to see you, my brother. Welcome, man. You're the first one here. All right. Let's get into it because we got some positive news, guys. The Lakers, okay? Breaking news, by the way. The Lakers to erect a Pat Riley statue outside a downtown arena. You know, as we already know, we can't really do Showtime Lakers without Pat Riley. So I'm very, very proud of this, fam. This is huge news right here, and that definitely deserves a round of applause. So according to the press release, the Los Angeles Lakers have commissioned a statue of Pat Riley to join the Lakers legends on Star Plaza outside of Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers governor, Jeannie Buss, shared plans with Riley today over a video call alongside Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Cooper, Magic Johnson, AC Green, Kurt Rambis, James Worthy, Vlade Divac, Karen West, which is Jerry West's wife or daughter, I'm not sure which one, and Chris Riley. You know, Pat is a Lakers icon, Jeannie Buss said. His professionalism, commitment to his craft, and game preparation paved the way for the coaching we see across the league today. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Again, great news for everybody involved. Pat Riley definitely deserved. Shout out to the great Pat Riley, man. Much love to Pat Riley. All right. What do you guys think of that? Are you guys excited for that statue? What up, KJ? What's up, Die Hard? Good to see y'all, man. My boy Reese. Everybody's in here. What's up? What's up? Let's go. So here the interesting. What's good, Telly? What's up, brother? So the interesting thing here is nobody saw this coming at all, right? We knew Pat Riley's a Hall of Fame coach. He's a top 2 coach in the history of the Lakers, right? We're hoping we get a top 3 with the addition of JJ Redick. Right now, Pat Riley is the second greatest coach to ever coach the Lakers after Phil Jackson. We all know that. Did he definitely deserved for sure? Is it overdue? Maybe, but everything is better late rather than never. You're welcome, Katrina. Absolutely. All right, it is NBA Weekly. We're gonna go back to the Lakers subject, but for now, let's switch on over to a great shot that happened last night, which was my boy Julius Randle hitting a nice little one-legged fade runner to win the game. Now the NBA deemed this to be a trouble. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a trouble? I thought it was a great shot, and just like I predicted, Julius is going to make a big impact with the Timberwolves. Remember the first over the hedge when we beat the Timberwolves, and Timberwolves fans were mad and saying that they wish some even were saying Randle shouldn't be in the league. And I said, he's going to be just fine. Julius is the real deal. And here it is. I didn't see a trouble at all. Look, I see the dribble, and then 1 step, 2, the gather, and the shot. I don't know what the NBA is talking about. I've seen a lot worse than this. But what a great game-winning shot right there to, of course, help the Lakers in the standings, man. The Suns were red hot, and now you got teams like the Timberwolves beating them, which is always good for us. I think that is, an amazing feat for sure. Wish Julius was still on the Lakers. Me too, bro. Me too. Trust me when I say that. I really do wish Julius Randle was still on the Lakers. Matter of fact, him and AD could make a very compelling case, man. But it's exciting. We're gonna talk about the Lakers schedule in a little bit, Cam. I got you, no worries. But again, the NBA is very exciting. Week in and week out, we got teams rising and teams falling. We're gonna look at the NBA standings and the power rankings later on in the show. All right, congratulations to the Western Conference Player of the Week, which is De'Aaron Fox. Well deserved. He dropped back-to-back 50-plus point games. He averaged 40 points, 4.5 rebounds, 7.3 assist, and led his team to 2-2. The only player I would have put above AD this week, right? Only for this week. And then congratulations to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, which is Franz Wagner. 30 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5.7 assists, and led his team to 3-0. So both of them well-deserved, man. I think both of those guys are phenomenal players, and they're going to be a problem for years to come for surely. I'm glad Franz Wagner is in the East, right? Not in the West. For sure. What's up, Mayas? But what do you guys think? Do you guys think AD got snubbed? He won it last week. I think this is fair, even though we did, go undefeated this week. Um, it's about the numbers they put up, man. Obviously, AD had a couple of semi-good games, obviously 20 plus, but then he's still the MVP for me overall for this season, regardless. But yeah, player of the week goes to these two right here. Comments, questions, concerns. Let's see. After the Jazz, how you feeling about the tough schedule we have? I feel good. I think we're battle tested early on, and I wanted us to have a tough schedule early to see what we're really made of. We struggled on the road, but now we're starting to get the hang of things. We went back to back on the road recently. I feel good about this Laker team. Savage, you serious? You really feel like Randle is not good? I don't believe it, man. Give me one good reason Randle is not good. He's become a multi-time All-Star. He's decent on defensive, and he's not a great defender, but he's decent. He can rebound, he can score, he can shoot the three. Obviously, you see him hitting a game winner. That's an inaccurate statement. You can say, Savage, that you don't like Randle for his inconsistencies or whatever, but to say that a player like that isn't good, I'm sure New York Knicks fans would disagree. I've seen plenty of posts where they miss Julius Randle already. Tally says, I think they were saying his feet moved before he put the ball on the floor. That's being a little too petty, because if that's the case, bro, a lot of people travel in the league. Too many to count. So I just think they should have kept their mouth shut and just let the fans enjoy a good shot. It's always good when the Suns lose. We know that. Yeah, AD most likely will win it this week. Remember, we got the Utah Jazz tomorrow. It is an in-season tournament game. So that tells me the Lakers are going to bring their A game. We have not lost a tournament game since the thing was originated. Think about that. So let's hope that streak continues tomorrow. I'm saying Solo. I'm saying my boy. Like, I don't understand why fans believe this man is not good. That's ridiculous. You can say you don't like him. Just say that. All right. I want to talk about another team that you definitely can't say is not good, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Man, this team is 15-0. I think it's about time we have this conversation. Are they legit title contenders? Okay, they've beat tons of good teams throughout the process. They're 15-0, beating teams convincingly. I think they're the leading scoring team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And nobody's even put a dent to them. They've had a couple scares along the way, but nothing crazy. I mean, I think it's time, guys. We pay homage to the Cavaliers. I mean, when they traded for Donovan Mitchell, we knew that they were going to be really, really good. But here's the thing, right? When we traded for Donovan Mitchell, we knew they were going to be really good, but it took them 2 years to gel. Now look at them. You see Evan Mobley is growing in his role. He looks a lot better. You see Darius Garland is coming into his role. Last year he dealt with injuries. I had him on my fantasy league, so I would know. And then Jared Allen, man, one of the better defenders in the league for sure. Just a well-rounded team. They also have some depth off the bench. I think they're a force. I'm not sure if they're playoff contenders, but I think we got to show them love as regular season contenders to get a top seed for sure. 15-0, man. They're the best team in the East by far right now. And I, for one, am very glad that the Celtics have some competition out there, because last year was a cakewalk for them, right? Last year was definitely cakewalk. My guy said, I got to see it in the playoffs. Oh, me too. I feel that. My guy said the Cavs are legit. They have been knocking on the door for a while now. Yeah, man, and credit to them for rebuilding properly after LeBron left. That definitely gives me hope that the Lakers can do the same thing. I just want to pay homage to the Cavs. Shout out to the Cavs. They looking really, really good. All right, make sure if you guys are in here, brother, you can tap it in. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Definitely helps the channel, guys. I do appreciate you guys. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. We got the best NBA shows and podcasts on the web, on YouTube. So again, make sure you guys are a part of the family. Also, feel free to join the membership plan, where your guys' comments will get featured a lot more, and you guys will get exclusive breaking news first. As soon as I hear it, you guys will hear it. All right. Here we go. Points per game. Apparently, there's a new sheriff in town, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is now overtaking Anthony Davis for points per game. I still believe AD is the MVP. The record says, backs up my statement as well. We are 9-4, so we're winning. AD is leading the charge, and the only reason he isn't leading the league in scoring right now is because he had that one game where he got his eye poked out and he had to leave early, and then the game where he came back and he still wasn't 110%. So credit to Giannis, but AD is the real, points per game leader, if we're being quite frank. Followed by Jason Tatum, yuck. Jokic, yuck. And LaMelo. LaMelo is shocking the world right now, because he's been injury prone throughout his career, but looks like he's been working both on his body and his game this off season. which is highly impressive because they got the young buck at 29.7 points per game here on NBA Weekly, guys. We give credit where credit is due. All right, now let's look at the total rebounds. Through week 4. Ivica Zubac, shockingly, the center we gave away still hurts to this day. Jarrett Allen at 164. Jacob Pertl, 163. Domantas Sabonis and Alperen Sengun, another one of my fantasy guys, rounding off for number 5. Then we got total assist leaders. Look at this. The guy nobody wanted except your boy Dtlf. Trae Young leading with 144. Why would you guys not want that now? Cade Cunningham, 131. And LeBron James, 120. 119 for Harden. Jokic, 117. And Chris Paul rounding it out with 117 as well. Those are your top 5 for the league. And then we got total blocks per game. Victor Wembanyama is probably going to run away with I have a feeling this man is about to run away with MVP for sure. I'm not MVP. I'm sorry, Defensive Player of the Year. Look, 48. Nobody's close. I still think overall as a defender, AD is better, but this matters. The fact that he's so young, second year in the league, and he's up on second place by a grand total of 18. Donegan Clinigan, who I actually liked out of college, has 30 as a rookie, and the Portland Trailblazers are a sneaky, dangerous team as well. Brooke Lopez and Alex Sarr right there as far as that goes. All right, let me go ahead and answer a couple more questions before we head on to the next segment. He said, are we not going to make trades before the deadline because our roster is really depleted right now? We need to, KD. We need to, brother. We need to make trades for sure. I'm not sure if I believe we will. I've been hearing rumors that supposedly D'Lo is starting to grow in the front office's eyes as far as him coming off the bench, but I still see the bad body language. I think they're just trying to play up his trade value, right? Let's see. Next phase. Thank you so much for super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. DTLF. I'm not gonna read that second part because I don't agree, man. You say it every time. I really hope we give Quincy some run with the main squad. He could be better than D'Lo in time. I'll be honest with you. I think he's better than D'Lo now. By the way, he just dropped another 27-point game yesterday for the G League squad. Armel Traore had 25 and 11 as well. And Bronny still continues to struggle. He only had 4 points on, I believe, 2 for 10. So he definitely needs a lot of development if he ever plans on becoming a real, legit NBA player. But you're absolutely right about that, man. I would love, and when I say love, I mean love, if we gave Quincy Oliveri an opportunity to shine moving forward. I mean, he looks battle-tested and NBA ready. For sure, man. What up, Liquids? What's up, brother? Welcome. All right, moving on to the next graph chart. Thanks so much for super chat. Next phase, I appreciate you, my guy. Steals per game. Dyson Daniels coming in number 1. Jordan Poole? Is that the same Jordan Poole? Wow. All right, he's really taking his game to the next level this season. He's also averaging 22 points per game. So shout out to Jordan Poole. Steph Curry, that's got to be broken. Ain't no way Steph Curry's there. And then Jalen Williams and Tomani Kamara. So these are some of the better players defensively right now. Thoughts, anybody? My guy KD said, laugh my ass off. Steph? Yeah, bro. They must be handing him those basketballs. Ain't no way. He's either getting away with fouls or something. Ain't no way that man is a better defender than a lot of these other league guys. But hey, credit to him. I mean, yeah, he's averaging 2 steals per game. It's early, and I'm sure that number is going to drop a lot. But yeah, that's what he's averaging right now. All right, moving on. We got the power rankings. Now, before I even do that, before I even spoil the power rankings, let's start from 30 and back on up, right? Who do you guys think should be ranked number 1? Should it be the Cavs? Should it be the Thunder? Who would you guys rank number 1 before I even spoil this? I would like to know, chat. Definitely want to get you guys involved in here. Kimiko, appreciate it. Yes, tomorrow, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you guys tap in on playback and, of course, pregame before that. But let's go ahead and start the spoilers, though. Cavs, for sure? Okay, I think you guys are right. I mean, they're 15-0. There's no other reason to pick anybody else. You guys are right. All right, let's see. 30. We're going to start with the Washington Wizards. Don't even need to read about it. The Jazz, okay? This team is going to be trade bait waiting to happen, I promise. There's only a matter of time before they go full in for Cooper Flag, okay? All out. The Raptors, another trade team. The Pelicans. The Pelicans are 4-10. It's a little shocker, but they have been hurt, so I will give them a pass there. Philly 2-10. That's a big shocker. Joel Embiid was out again tonight with some sort of illness. That's pretty disgusting. Joel Embiid is always sick or hurt. All right, it might be time to stop trusting the process and move on. Milwaukee 4-9. Darvin Ham, Doc Rivers teaming up to make one of the most talented rosters trash. So yeah, that's that. The Bulls have fallen off since last week. They are now number 24. Another team to look forward to. Zach LaVine's been balling, though. I think tonight he had 5 threes already in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. Charlotte, even though they're putting up big numbers and they have a nice core with Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball, it's not necessarily translating to a plus 500 team yet, but we'll see what happens there. Portland's been a little shocking. In the West, they're 6-8. They're only 2 games below 500, but they've drafted extremely well, and they have a lot of young talent and draft picks moving forward, so credit to them. Brooklyn has kind of fallen off a little bit from 18 to 21. Look at ATL, though. Look at my boy Trae Young out here balling, man, leading the league in assists. Shout out to Trae Young. Big dog in the house, man. Big dog, little in the little dog's body. San Antonio, another surprisingly good team. Wembanyama has been an absolute phenom. Saying he's a beast. But they also have a nice young core and veteran leadership now with Chris Paul. All right, Miami down 5-7. I think they get Jimmy Butler tonight, if I'm not mistaken. They're 0-2 without him, or should I say 0-2 with Jimmy Butler and 2-2 without him. Detroit Pistons. Apparently, they're not as bad as we thought they were. Look at this. They're 7-8 today. That's pretty crazy. 7-8. They're 1 game below 500. Definitely coached properly. Cade Cunningham has been balling. So shout out to Cade Cunningham. And look at Malik Beasley over here shooting a high percentage from beyond the arc. That scrub. I'll never forgive him for the year he had with us. The Clippers are clipping 7-7. I'm not impressed. I don't even know where they got the 7 from, but I'm not impressed. The Pacers 6-7. The Magic 8-6. In spite of Paolo Banchero being hurt, Franz Wagner, as you can see, has led this team to 3-0 recently, and thus he's the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, averaging over 30. Pretty beastly, man. They have a bright future with those two. The New York Knicks are starting to rise a little bit, which I said it would take them some time to gel for sure. No surprise there. Karl Anthony Towns has been on a tear offensively. So again, it's only a matter of time for they gel. You might argue that Karl Towns has been the best player on the Knicks this season early on, however, and not Jalen Brunson. So is there a new sheriff in town there? Maybe. The Phoenix Bums of Arizona are 9-5, surprisingly. It's only a matter of time for they start dropping off, okay? But they are 1-4 without Kevin Durant, and, they got to really monitor him there. 8-6 for the Sacramento Queens. The Memphis Grizzlies, 8-6. I hope they fall off the face of the planet. The Lakers, they did us dirty. We should be higher than number 9. How are we 9-4, 1-5 in a row, and only number 9? Come on, NBA.com. We deserve to be ranked higher than that. The Denver Chicken McNuggets have a worse record than us, but are ranked higher? Yeah. Okay. Dallas Mavericks have a worse record than us, but are ranked higher? Yeah. Okay, NBA.com. The Minnesota Timberwolves are ranked higher? Yeah, okay. And I like Julius, and I like what he's done there, and they're going to start gelling. But just like I mentioned that trade, man, they're equal. It was an equal trade, and I think they both won. The Rockets have the identical record as us, but they're getting love. They're number 5. The Boston Celtics, 11-3, number 4. The Thunder, no surprise there. They've been phenomenal. In spite of injuries, they're figuring out ways to win. Oh, man, I can't wait for this team to fall off. Golden State and then the Cleveland Cavaliers, just like everybody and their mothers predicted, are exactly who we thought they were, man. But yes, the hate is real. You're absolutely right, Lake Show girl. It's disappointing that the Lakers don't get the love we deserve. We're 5-0. We should be a top 4 team in the power, or at least a top 5 team in the power rankings. And as you guys can see, just like I predicted earlier this year, the Lakers have potential to be, a top 4 team in the Western Conference. And as you see, we're exactly at number 4. If we win tomorrow, we should move up a little bit. But we've won 5 in a row. The Warriors, I don't know how they keep winning. Okay, they're not that nice. All right, I hate to keep saying it. Curry has been balling out. But eventually, I think this is gonna be. I mean, Kerr. I think Kerr took his experience from Team USA and brought it over to his squad. I think that's really impacting them. Thunder. I think they're gonna end up the number 1 seed when it's all said and done. The Rockets have been highly impressive for a young team. Right, they've won 5 in a row. They're up there with us. So I wasn't mad at them being up there in the power rankings. But how are the Lakers number 9 behind the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, who have lost 2 in a row? So that's where I think me and NBA.com need to have a little chit chat. And again, the Eastern Conference is still unparalleled. There's still teams that are below 500 that are in the top 8. This team, that team, and that team. So it tells you how the West is always way more competitive than the East. Look, we have a team that's outside of the top 8 that's 2 games over 500. We have teams that are at 500 that are not even in the top 8. And, so again, there's a night and day difference between those teams. What do you guys think of the power rankings so far? Chat, talk to me nice. D Will says, I guarantee it that Utah is trading their whole squad. I think so too, D Wills. I think it's only a matter of time before they go on a fire sale. I think so too, brother. Pistons are 6th in defensive rating is crazy. But see, you know what, KD? That's why I love the NBA. Every year could be so much different. Where were we last year around this time, the Lakers, right? We're so much better off this season. And same thing happened, one season and better coaching can definitely improve your roster. I love that. I absolutely positively love that. But yes, the Laker hate is real, Lake Show Girl. It's super annoying how that always happens. We don't get the love we deserve. Winning 5 in a row doesn't get us top 5 in the power rankings? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the Wizards too is another team that might go on a fire. So what this means for our Lakers though, and what makes me happy about it is that means if we actually try to make trades, they won't try to rip us off because we're actually in a position of power when you're winning games versus when you're losing and you seem desperate and now they're like, they're overcharging for for assets. So for sure. We need more tanking teams in the West, especially. Race for Cooper Flag. I think you're really going to see this around the trade deadline. You're going to see teams either commit or completely bow out of the whole situation, right? Almost entirely. All right. Got one more for y'all, man. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Okay. So Bleacher Report is back at it with its rumors. You know what that means. That means Dtlf has to dissect now. All right. Blockbuster NBA trade ideas for Damian Lillard to the Lakers and Trae Young to the Heat. How about we get Trae Young and the Heat get Damian Lillard? I think that sounds better, don't you guys? But all right, let's see what they got to offer. I haven't seen this yet. I left it open for you guys. All right, CJ McCollum jumpstarts Orlando's offense. So in this scenario, the Magic will get CJ McCollum, and the Pelicans will get KCP, Goga, Biadic, and 2025 second-round pick. I think the Pelicans say no. Pelicans like McCollum. I think they say no to that. DeAndre Ayton solves the Hornets center issues. Or how about the Lakers center issues? DeAndre Ayton for Josh Green, Grant Williams, Nick Richards, and a 2025 second-round pick. How would Laker fans feel about DeAndre Ayton? Because he intrigues me for sure. I haven't seen what he's averaging this year, but he's got good size, good rim protection abilities. He intrigues me. Right? How would you guys feel about a DeAndre Ayton piece here? He makes $35 million? Never mind. In that case, no. All right, Trae Young brings the Heat to Miami. So Bleacher Report is proposing Miami Heat get Trae Young and Larry Nance Jr. And the Hawks receive Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Duncan Robinson in the 2029 first-round pick. That seems fair both ways. For sure, that seems fair both ways. I can see that. Jeremy Grant helped save the Bucks season. Listen, ain't nobody coming down from the heavens to help save the Milwaukee Bucks season. They got 2 of the worst head coaches that have ever walked planet Earth. Okay? So nobody's saving them. Not even Jeremy Grant. But the proposal is Jeremy Grant, Chris Middleton, and a first-round pick. That's interesting. And then the Lakers one. Let's see how they're trying to rip us off. Damian Lillard for Austin Reeves. That's already a hell no. Rui Hachimura, double hell no. D'Lo, they can have him for a bag of chips. I don't care. A first-round pick, unprotected by the Lakers. I think that's too much. Subtract Austin Reeves and you have yourselves a deal. Subtract Austin Reeves and include Gabe Vincent, and you have yourself a deal. And it's a 3-way, apparently. The Pistons receive Christian Wood in the second-round pick via the Lakers. Like I said, if you subtract Austin Reeves from this deal, I think you can have yourselves a deal. Isn't that crazy? How they're always trying to rip off the Lakers here? What do you guys think of that trade offer? What do you guys think, man? Another Bleacher Report rip off towards the Lakers. Let's see. I don't like his motor. He will quit on you. Who are we talking about here? We're talking about Damian Lillard. Dan Kuzma shooting 29 from 3 and 40% from the field. Just terrible basketball. Well, I don't think Kuzma wants to be in Washington. I don't think they play inspiring basketball, period, man. He's probably just sleepwalking, collecting paychecks out there. We know what Kuzma can do, though. Let's see here. I'm so glad we don't have ham pockets anymore. Me too, Lake Show girl. Oh my goodness. Darvin Ham was an atrocity to. I'm having trouble figuring out, and I want you guys to vote on this. Who is the worst Laker head coach of all time? There's 3 candidates, okay? Candidate number 1 is Luke Walton. He's my favorite to be worst because he really stagnated a lot of young players' potentials, and we only really saw what they could become when they left. So Luke Walton is my prime candidate. Candidate number 2, I got to say it, even though I feel like it was not fair to put him on this list, but it's Byron Scott, just because he was during the worst record we have had, as the Lakers franchise. He was here, even though I feel like they just used him to tank around that time. And then candidate number 3 is Darvin Ham. Who's your guys' least favorite Laker coach of all time? Who do you guys think is the worst? The Kwame Brown of coaches. I would love to know right now. Lock in your answers right now, chat. Talk to me. Yeah, talk to them, KD. They haven't seen my tweets yet. By the way, for those of you guys that don't follow me on socials, I'll drop my information right there. Man, you guys are missing out on some comedic genius. Let's see. So I see some Luke. I see some Byron. I see a lot of Luke. Steve Nash. Steve Nash didn't coach us. I see some Darvin Ham. Dale Harris. He took it way back. Dale Harris was responsible for trying to stunt Kobe Bryant's growth. D'Antoni was pretty bad as well. I'm still going to have to give it to Luke Walton. Luke Walton, I don't even know how he got the job. Honestly, I was better off getting that job than Luke. Luke walked on the scene and claimed to be a player's coach and a coach of the future. And I was very skeptical about it. Once he took over, he had so many questionable decisions throughout his, stint. And we never made the playoffs under Luke. And the players really didn't develop into all-stars or anything under Luke Walton. It wasn't until Luke left and Frank Vogel came that we started seeing a difference in guys. And we actually won a championship. So coaching does matter. And we see it again this season with Darvin Ham out. Now we're starting to see that, there's now we're starting to realize that there's a huge difference. I already knew it. Me's, and a couple of guys on here and around the league has said it. So Grant shooting 37% from the field and 34% from 3, making 30 million for 4 years. Rest of the Blazers playing good basketball. He'll be straight though, because he's a defensive player. So even when he struggles offensively, defensively, he's really good. I wouldn't worry about a player like that, bro. Just to be honest. He said, D'Antoni bench Powell for being slow. I remember that. But to be fair, Powell was at the end of his career. To be fair, guys, Powell really was at the end of his career around that time. All right. I hate to acknowledge this guy, but we got to talk about it. All right. And as James Harden is now number 2 all-time for three-pointers made. What does this tell you guys? What does this stat tell you guys about James Harden and about the NBA just overshooting threes? Because this guy really hasn't made an impact in the NBA outside of maybe his rookie or second year with the Thunder and his first couple years with the Rockets where he was really stat padding. But to me personally, this means that the three-point shot could be overrated and overused. This guy is the second all-time NBA three-point scorer, but he's not really an elite player that really carries his team. His best stint, again, was under Mike D'Antoni, which it doesn't say a lot for him because he was a product of the system of ultimate green lights and shot jacking. And he was a flop merchant around that time. So he's really, at one point, he was leading the league in scoring. But to be second all time, to me, I could think of way more lethal three-point shooters that had less than him, but actually made an impact. Guys like Ray Allen, guys like Robert Horry, guys like, even though they were role players, right? I can think of a million other dudes that I see as more lethal three-point shooters than James Harden. But what are you guys' thoughts about this? Number 2 overall. And the sad part is he's a Clipper, so nobody really even cares, right? Nobody's even caring about this, right? By the way, stay tuned, guys. I got an episode of Over the Hedge, and it's an interesting one. So make sure you guys stay tuned. A lot of people have been hating on us lately since we've been winning a lot. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. My boy KD says, wish NBA would go back to the golden days where teams wouldn't rely on threes. Well, the good thing about the Lakers is sometimes we don't shoot too many. Sometimes we do. Like the last game, we threw up 40. But I like it when we play to our strengths. I think every team has a strength, and it's up to the coaching staff to find it. I really hate it as well, KD, when they settle for 3-point shots and they just go with that. But I think this record being broken right here, him passing Ray Allen for number 2 all time, and only being behind Curry. Curry's the only one where his threes are impactful and he's won championships. There hasn't been too many in the top list that have led their team to championships. They might have been a part of them, but James Harden definitely. I think this shows you how the 3-point shot can be overrated. The way James Harden came in here and he's number 2 overall. I wouldn't even imagine if I didn't read this stat online, I wouldn't even have imagined that he was number 2 all time. Would you guys? Do you guys think of like when you guys see Harden? Do you guys think of one of the purest, clutchest shooters of all time? Because I personally, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a hater here, and if I do, so be it. I just don't see it, man. Don't see it at all, whatsoever. The teams are too similar now. He said, used to be each team has its own style. Yeah, agreed. See, I agree. KD, great minds think alike. I absolutely agree. I do not see James Harden as an elite 3-point shooter either. So it just shows you that a high volume will get you there, but you're not really impacting the game. All right, I almost made an entirely different, separate video for Dalton Knecht because Dalton has been impressive, but I figured I'd throw him in this week's episode of NBA Weekly. Dalton deserves his own segment. Trust me, he does. But I want to talk about the rookie and what he has done in his limited stint in the starting lineup and how he has raised his numbers. And to me, yes, he's number 8 right now in Rookie of the Year standings or whatever. But I believe Dalton Knecht should be number 1. And I think really soon, if they keep giving him minutes and starting him, his numbers are going to rise even more. Let's check this out. Jared McCain is a good player. All right. I'll give his zesty ass, some credit. He makes 2.1 threes a game. He attempts 5. He shoots 47% from the field. It's all good numbers, all great numbers. 40% from beyond the arc. But look at Dalton Knecht's numbers, right? Who only recently started getting more minutes and his numbers started rising. My guy gets more rebounds than the top candidate. Okay. Let's see what else he gets. He takes. Wow, he makes 3.5 field goals per game on only 7 attempts. Talk about efficiency. That's 48% from the field. So one more percentage than a point guard. Think about that. A point guard usually handles the rock more, gets more of a rhythm. This guy plays more off ball, and he's still shooting, 1% more from the field. All right, he makes 1.8 threes, which is right below him, right below Jared McCain. And he's also playing with better stars since Jared McCain has basically had all season he's had all season to basically get a feel for the team since Paul George has been out. Joel Embiid has been out. Now Tyrese Maxey's out. No, Dalton has played with all the stars early in the season, so that means less opportunities. But look, he's making 1.8 threes on 4.4 attempts. That is amazing. That's good for 40.4% from beyond the arc. That's 0.1 better percent than this rookie guard who's at number 1. Okay, so again, Dalton Knecht is the real deal, fam. He's only going to get better. He hasn't missed a free throw. I don't think he has. Okay. Just overall, his stats look amazing. And if you compare his stats to everybody else, right, he's getting 20.2 minutes. Look at this guy. He's getting 30 minutes. Carrington, right? Carrington, and he's not giving the same type of production. Like these guys are all getting more minutes except for Zach Edey. Zach Edey's about the same. But most of these guys are getting more minutes than Dalton. Imagine if his minutes rise. I think you're looking at the Rookie of the Year if that happens. I really do. So I think Dalton deserves his flowers, and we've been mentioning how he absolutely has to get more minutes, and I think it's inevitable now. All right, that they give him those minutes. I really do. He needs it. All right. I think let me see if I have anything else for you guys. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, I'd be very happy to answer those. If you guys do not, then bear with me. He said Harden choked too much between G moments. Yeah, Harden is not a great player. He relied a lot on foul calls and getting to the free throw line, and then sometimes he would catch his rhythm, hit threes. Let's see. Yay, let's go. Magics are beating the Phoenix Bums. Let's go, D. Will. That's what I'm talking about. It always helps when an Eastern team helps us out like this. Except when we play them, obviously we got to win. But any other Eastern team that beats a Western team, no matter who it is going to help us in the standings, especially if we take care of business tomorrow night. I can't wait for that game, y'all. Make sure y'all come right back for that game. Let's see here. Renz says, when we rise to the top of the standings, then they will give Connected his respect and get more votes. 110% agree, bro. 110% agree. But now it's time to quiet some haters. And you guys know the brand new segment. You guys know what it is, man. Over the hedge. This is a segment where we look over the hedge to see other fan bases and see what they're saying about the Lakers. And sure enough, we got some interesting ones today. I pretty much just put these together last minute. I'm sure I could have found a lot more. But let's dig right into these, all right? Because the Lakers always have top-notch haters. All right, let's start with this one. Wyatt, who seems to be a San Antonio Spurs fan based off of this cactus right here. Since we haven't played the Spurs, this is what he had to say. The refs give the Lakers every call known to mankind unless they're playing the Celtics. I fucking hate the Lakers. And then his little compatriot here who thought he was going to get in some overnight by agreeing with him, he said, facts, bro, the meat riding was crazy. Here's what he doesn't know, though. Just by agreeing with him like this, he's meat riding this guy. Because, in fact, we know that is not true at all. We know that the Lakers get fewer calls. Get a lot fewer calls than your average team. Now, we do get a lot of calls because we drive to the basket. Our top two stars are attack first guys. Duh, we're going to get calls, obviously, especially because we put ourselves in positions to succeed. However, they miss a lot of calls, and this guy right here is full of it. He knows he's full of it, and that's why he is making his debut on Over the Hedge. All right. Next guy right here, Houston Horn says, wow, I hate that Dalton Knecht fell to the Lakers. Now he's starting for them and just scored 27 points on 17 shots in 37 minutes. Well, this guy's educated. I give him credit. He's a hater. Obviously, he said it himself. I hate that. But at least he's an educated hater, man. Credit to this guy right here, Houston Horn, whatever his name is. And then we got Carter. Carter, I don't even know how to say his last name. Circula. I guess he's Hispanic. With one thing, I'm a devout hater. He said, I hate to see the Lakers win. Although I'm a lifelong Laker fan, it's a long story. I don't think it's that long of a story, my guy. I think we know exactly what your MO is. You're not a diehard fan because any diehard fan wouldn't say that they hate to see the Lakers win. Let me guess. He hates LeBron James, and he's been hating on the Lakers ever since LeBron got here. That is a sad way to be a fan, right? Like any real diehard Laker fan will never turn on their franchise no matter what. So I'm disappointed in Carter here, man. We could have been friends. Unfortunately, he chose the wrong path. All right. And this one right here is very, very hypocritical. This guy, Chadster, apparently, I believe he's some sort of I'm not sure if he's a priest. I want to attack his faith. All I'm going to attack and all I'm going to criticize is his quote here. He says, the Lakers are now the biggest joke of a franchise in all of sports. They gave guaranteed money to a bum player who's the son of a player who straight up manipulated them. And that player still can't even win without more help. So let me get this straight. So essentially what he's saying is we are the biggest joke of a franchise because we drafted Bronny and LeBron manipulated us to draft Bronny. And he also says that player, LeBron James, who he refuses to mention, I don't know why, still can't even win without more help. He's wrong on every level. First of all, the Lakers are never going to be a joke franchise. We have 17 championships, so put some respect on it, Pastor. Stop lying to the people, man. You believe in God. Don't lie to the people. Okay, that's number one. And all of sports is just egregious. That's an egregious quote. Secondly, they gave guaranteed money to his son because it motivated LeBron to keep playing. When was the last time you seen a player in year 22 average damn near a triple-double like LeBron is? 23 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Who? I'll wait, Pastor. Come on now, since you want to fake preach on here. And then lastly, nobody got manipulated. The Lakers knew exactly what they were getting themselves into when they signed LeBron James in the summer of 2018, right? So we knew exactly what was happening. And that meant we're a winning championship. And hopefully there's an S at the end of that moving forward. But come on, Pastor. You're better than that. You're better than that, Pastor. Don't lie to the good people, fam. And I think 2 more here over the hedge. Rusty Ellis, he says, get this dirty team out of here. I hate the Lakers so much. First of all, he doesn't even show either a clip or quote in what segment of the game we're being dirty. This is a Spurs fan, by the way. So we're dirty guys. We always get smacked in the face. They don't call the foul. AD had his eye poked out not too long ago. They didn't call the foul. Yet we're supposedly the dirty team. This man is just mad. All right, they're mad. They hate the Lakers. It's inevitable. We're the greatest franchise on earth, and when you're great at anything, you get hated on. Everybody knows that. And then OV210 says, I hate when the Spurs lose, but I really hate losing to the goddamn Lakers. Fuck them. He said that shit with his chest. All right, at least he said it with his chest, man. So I'll give him props for that. That wraps it up for Over the Hedge. They are really mad in San Antonio that we stepped up in there and we took it right to that Iron Giant and we let them have it, man. They're really, really upset. But it's all good. It's all good. Haters going to hate. Another good episode of Over the Hedge. If you guys enjoyed that, definitely hit the like button. I always have fun doing these episodes because it's something I came up with a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? I always look at, it's a personal pleasure of mine whenever I get free time just to look at angry tweets or forums where they're so mad that we won and see what their point of view is, right? Because you kind of like to pick their brain a little bit. It's so hilarious, man. Some of these people don't have any factual or any sort of intellect in them that where they know that this is crazy, right? Like the haters are going to hate, man. They just say stuff to say stuff sometimes. But I love it. It's funny, right? What do you guys think? Hilarious? You guys like it? Wait, what? Darren said, except Laker fans are tired of LeBron's and all the crap he represents. How so? How are we tired of it? I don't get it, Darren. Like, what was there to be tired of? We won a championship. You don't like championships, Darren? I thought you watched sports and hoping that your team could win a championship, Darren. And Darren says, what happened to LeBron could take the Sister of Mercy to the finals? False narrative number 6. Wait, what? No clue what you're talking about. Now you're speaking a different language, Darren. Whatever it is. All right. They truly show their colors, family. Yeah. Look, haters, they take to the mainstream as a source of kind of venting. I think we've all done that, though. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I haven't. We've all vented on social media. But if you're gonna vent, make sure what you're venting, what you're saying is factual, because otherwise you're gonna end up on a show like mine. We're gonna laugh at you collectively, as a group, as a unit, together. The Spurs got Zach Collins and CP3, and they're calling us dirty. Talk to him, James. Talk to him. This is what I love. I love reading you guys' comments after a segment like Over the Hedge, because you guys are actually preaching the choir, man. Pastor Dtlf, the truth teller of Lakers. Amen. Hey, I appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much. Shout out to Katrina, man. Always a day one. Ren says, I just laugh at them. Lakers blocked some championships from Duncan and the Spurs. I'm pretty sure that's why they're mad. I'm sure. My guy D Wills says, my question is, how come a lot of these people never say who their teams are when they speak badly about the Lakers? It's always people that's mad their team sucks and have trouble beating my Lakers. Exactly. That's all it is, bro. And by the way, I did the research. Most of them were San Antonio Spurs fans. One of them was an ex-Laker fan, quote unquote, Laker fan that flipped, that absolutely flipped because LeBron joined, which I think is pathetic. If you're a real fan, I don't care. Listen, I had players that I disliked completely join. Patrick Beverly was one of them. I ain't never switched my energy against my squad ever and never will, no matter who. I don't care who joins my team. I'm not switching. Period. Can we win a championship when Davis plays center? I don't know. We haven't done it yet, so I don't know, but I would like to get a backup center just in case, Anthony. That's a great question, by the way. Great question for sure. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for another NBA Weekly. I definitely thank you guys for your contributions today, for just being here, man, for having a good time with your boy. I will see you guys tomorrow for pregame. The game does start at 7:30, so I'm thinking I'll go live at either 6:30 or 6 o'clock. So stay tuned for that, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, KD. Thank you, brother. And also, make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you already haven't. For all things Lakers and more, man, the best Lakers/NBA channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys show love. Got a lot of big things coming on the channel. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right. Appreciate you guys again. Have a great rest of your evening. Major shout out to my sponsorship, Prize Picks. You guys see the promo code on the screen, DTLF, if you guys want that special promo. First deposit of $5 to $10, and then your first play will get you $50 back for the first time you use the app. Darren, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And of course, I got to roll out the red carpet for my guy Darren. He just gave us a mega chat on the channel. Let's see, which one do I want to use today? Let's pay tribute today, man.
Look at the stars. All the people that have super chatted have contributed to the success of this channel.
Really?
Yes. And what's best, we will reach the moon one day if they continue such contributions. Your super chats are always appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. That wraps it up for the episode. Appreciate the mega chat, Darren. Much love to you, brother. Salute. And I will see you guys again here tomorrow for pregame. Unless something breaks tonight, midnight, then you know you'll see me right back here, all right? Peace out, Laker fam.